Hi everyone, this is David, normally from Judges Corner. Today I'm going to be bringing you the unboxing of Sorin versus Tibalt. So right off the bat we can see that it's Sorin the Planeswalker and Tibalt the Planeswalker. The packaging's the same as most dual deck packaging, and decks can be a little different, lots of alternate art cards, so let's get started and see what we have. So we have, standard deck box containers, let you know what colors we're going to be working with. Black and red for Tibalt, and white and black for Sorin. Some little inserts that give you some information like what to expect, how to play the game if you're new to Magic, and if you're new, go ahead and read that over. And if you're not, then skip that really quick, unless you want to learn something new. And move over to the strategy insert. Gives you a little bit of an understanding of how each deck works, how the cards interact with each other, and a list of all the cards in the deck. So let's go on from there, along with maybe some rules for new cards like Planeswalkers, it looks like on the back. Okay. So let's move from there and go straight to the heart of this video, the decks. So here we have Tibalt, the Fiend Blooded. Pretty cool alternate art. Bit of a really nice sheen to it, and the normal effects that it has, which is, draw a card, discard a card at random. One of the cheapest Planeswalkers ever, by the way, at 2 mana. Then it's damaging effect, and then finally it's an insurrection kind of effect at the bottom there. So let's go ahead and move on to Tibalt's deck. If I can figure out how to open it. There we go. There's usually a little thing that makes it pretty easy to open. So right off the bat, we have a Goblin Arsonist, which is a 1/1, deals 1 damage whenever it dies. It deals 1 damage to target creature or player, which you can also redirect to a Planeswalker. Skull Trusalka, old Geek or old Ravnica version of a card. Pretty cool, common or uncommon actually. Reassembling Skeleton, pretty difficult creature to get rid of, just keeps coming back. Ashmouth Hound, just another pretty decent attacker. 2 of those in the deck, it looks like. A lot of damage being dealt quick. Hellspark Elemental, it comes with 2 of those, which are pretty good for your modern players out there. This card looks a little new. Unearth, because I didn't play during that period of time. So I'm not sure if it's alternate art, but it looks pretty cool. And it's basically a pinger. Then we have Shambling Remains, which is another unearthed card from that period of time. Just a lot of haste, or not hasty creatures, but quick creatures that get out, deal a lot of damage pretty quick. Coal Stoker, add some mana to your pool when it comes into play. Loverborn Muse, which might be good for your EDH players out there. Mad Prophet. Quick cards. Now here's an interesting one. Hellrider. This is pretty good in Standard right now, and it might see play in Modern in the future. We have a Skurgdag Cultist. Looks like it's another damaging card. A lot of really quick beats, quick damage in this deck. Corpse Connoisseur. Another unearthed card. Looks like it searches your library for a creature. Puts that into the graveyard. So you can get another unearthed creature and just toss it into the grave really quick. Some more reoccurring damage from some more devils. Go figure, Tibalt. Some more Gang of Devils. Bump in the Night. This card, this is cool. This is the first time it was printed in a modern modern border. Blazing Salvo. I'm sorry. Faithless Looting, pretty good card seen in a lot of decks. Geist Flame, Flame Slash, Pyroclasm. Recoup, another card that was printed in this border for the first time. Terminate, pretty good card all around. Good removals. Strangling Suit, same thing. Browbeat, and it gives you 2 of that. This is alternate art Browbeat. Different look at the card, same old effect. Pretty good in Modern, or actually no, not good in Modern. Pretty good in EDH though, and it saw a lot of play back when it was printed. And reprinted again in Time Spiral. Breaking Point, pretty good rare. Sulfuric Vortex, now that's a great card in, it's not Modern legal, but it's in its first time in its Modern frame. And it's a pretty fun card in EDH, and I think it saw a lot of play back when it was printed. New art for Blightning. Flame Javelin. Torment of Souls, not bad. along with Devil's Play. Good burn spell. Hey, and some decent come into play tap lands that are 2 colors. Both Chroma's Refuge and Rectus Canarium. And then a bunch of basic lands. And spirit tokens. So, now let's move over to Sorin, Lord of Innistrad. Here we have a very blurry but very shiny and cool Sword of Innistrad, Sorin, Lord of Innistrad, with an effect that puts some vampires into play pretty quickly. Gives you an emblem that sticks around. One of the only planeswalkers that puts an emblem into play, the turn it can come down. And then a really cool removal effect that can give you the stuff it kills. So let's move on to Sorin's deck and see what it brings. Okay. Off the bat, we have a Doom Traveler, a nice 1/1. Blocks, gets in, deals some damage pretty quickly. And it comes with 2 of those. Then a Vampire Loractor, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. A pretty decent 2/2 for 1 mana, not bad at all. Wall of Omens, draws you some cards, good defenses. Child of the Night, just another vampire for the deck. Same with Duskhunter Bat. A few other pretty good commons and uncommons, like Gatekeeper Malakar. Twilight Drover goes good with the masses of spirits and vampires you're going to be putting down, especially in token form. Good Bloodthirst 3/1, which can become a 4/2 pretty quick. Fiend Hunter, great spot removal. Nighthawk, it's turning out to be a really good card in Standard and always has been a good card in every format it was printed in. Some Guard, not really familiar with it, from Innistrad block. Creates a 1/1 spirit token, kind of like a bigger Doom Traveler. Phantom General, all your tokens get +1/+1, which is good because you'll be making a couple of tokens in this deck. Some more vampires, spirits, pretty well-known vampires. I remember when this vampire was a rare. Butcher Malakar, Vampire's Bite, Decompose. I think that's the first time this was printed in a modern border. Let's keep looking. Sorin's Thirst, quick damaging spell. Good removal too on the little creatures, especially against the Tibalt deck. Urge to Feed, another removal spell. Zealous Persecution. Hey, and Lingering Souls, the F&M promo art, but non-foil. For all of you non-foil Magic players out there, sometimes they kind of bend, and it's kind of nice to have the non-shiny version. Mortify. Now, who doesn't like a removal spell that shows a little bit of decomposition? I always like these kind of cards in this art, especially Putrefy. Spectral Possession, really good card in Modern right now, and good-looking art for the card too. Nice take on it. Unmake, another great removal spell. Now, Ancient Cravings is a great card in EDH. It's a wonderful 4-mana, draw 3 cards spell in black, and seeing as black doesn't have that many draw spells, this is pretty good for it. Mark of the Vampire, not bad. Field of Souls, whenever a non-token creature is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying onto the battlefield. Great, really cheap mana costs, really great effect. You can get all those tokens out and then you can pump them up. Absorb Vise, target player loses 4 life and you gain 4 life. Another one of those leeching cards that you'll see a lot with vampire type themes and decks. And then basic land cycling, which lets you go get a basic land. So it kind of tutors and fixes your mana. Deathgrasp, which is great, lots of damage, lots of life gaining. And then finally the lands. We have 2 Evolving Wilds, fixes your land base a little bit. Tainted Field, so that's not bad, good white-black mana fixing. And then all the basic lands, along with another spirit token. So that basically concludes the unboxing today. Thank you for watching.